Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How is everyone? I've been going for a little minute, just taking some time for some good R&R, getting my thoughts together, my creativity together, all that good jazz. So this YouTube video is based off my newest episode of my podcast, the Living Single Mom podcast. And if this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, I have a podcast called the Living Single Mom podcast. My name is Diandra, and I host the Living Single Mom podcast, which is about my life, dating, love, highs, lows, things that's going on now, everything in between. So I'm gonna link this episode in the description box. So click it, listen. I'm on Apple, Spotify, Google, Breaker, Anchor. Listen to your girl, share it, tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell everybody. So this YouTube channel is just so I can show my personality a little bit more, because you can't really see me on my podcast yet. I'm gonna figure out how to do that though. But anyway, so this is so you can see me and my personality a little bit more. This episode was entitled Watch Women Work. It is in honor of Women's History Month, which is to commemorate and encourage and celebrate women who have played a vital role in America and in the world. Okay, so who run the world? Girls, duh. So I wanted to highlight a few women who inspire me, motivate me, who I admire. I talk a little bit about my close friends who I look up to, my mom, my sister, some celebrities, some people that you might know in society that inspire me. You know, women have come a very, very long way from our boundaries that were set upon us, not by us, but upon us, that we didn't really exist outside of the house, as far as, you know, we were property, and really all we were good for, or what the role was for women, was to care and nurture, clean, cook, kind of be in the shadow of men. And women have blazed trails for centuries, dating all the way back to, probably before Christ. And look at Mary. Like, I'm pregnant. Mary was like, I'm pregnant, and I had never known this man before, Joseph. And when she says knowed him, that means, you know, did the adult activity. And she was a woman of greatness, right? Right. She brought us little baby Jesus. And, you know, that's just one of so many things that women have done, contributions to medicine, to law, to civil rights, human rights. I'm a teacher, and I have been tasked with educating and influencing our youth. I think that it's one of my purposes in life, is to just kind of influence and educate and love our babies, our youth, our young adults. Not only do I want I want to be a role model to my son, but I also want to be a role model to young adults, young women, young children growing up, and maybe listening to my life experiences and my advice can kind of steer them in the pathway that they need to go in their life, and maybe inspire and motivate them, right? Right. But yeah, so ladies, I just want to talk to the women who are kind of feeling like, I'm not great enough, or I'm not good enough, or I'm not doing enough. I implore you to just Google the Women's Suffrage March, Bessie Coleman, Shirley Chisholm, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I implore you to just research women and some of the contributions and things that women have done for society, for politics, for human beings, and let your motivation rise from there. We all serve a great purpose on this earth. We all are here for a reason. And one thing about women is that we have the ability to calm, we have the ability to love. It's like when we love, it heals. Um, and what I mean by that, when I say when women love, it heals. Have you ever been in like a low space or crying or upset, or if you hurt yourself and you run to your mom or your teacher or your grandmother and they give you a hug, they tell you everything's gonna be okay, they kiss it. That's what I mean by women. We have this ability that our love just kind of heals, and it's like this warmth that we can't really explain that you can get from a woman, when we wrap our arms around our babies, when we encourage our men, when we encourage and advise others. It's that loving, nurturing spirit in us that heals and that reaches people. Also, when we speak, we inspire. I have been inspired by so many women, listening to them, one of them being Sarah Jakes Roberts. I can listen to her and just immediately something just shifts in me. My mood is changed and I'm just like, ah. And I think women we just have that inside of us, that when we speak, we inspire, people listen, people relate. And that's just one of the many gifts that women play. And I just am grateful that the tides are ever changing for us. We still have a lot of work to do as far as like pay gaps, because that is real between men and women. The pay gap is real. I speak about that on my podcast on this episode, and we still have work to do. We still need seats at tables. We need to be leading conversations that are directly affecting women, as in pro-choice, birth control. I will never understand why a man leads that conversation or is even kind of at the table, but we definitely need to be leading those conversations because it's us and it's our bodies, right? Right. So we've come a long way from being in the shadow of a man, not being able to vote, being only saw as valuable to what we can do in our household, how we take care of our house. We have come a long, long way from that, but we still have a long way to go with, we're not always respected or valued or appreciated sometimes because we're women. We sit at tables. I know there are women who sit at tables with men in boardrooms and alike, and sometimes we are dumb it down a little bit to satisfy the male ego, and because we don't want, at the risk that we might be on the chopping block, or we might be saw as the angry black woman or emotional because we're passionate. And I further want to push that standard, that line of women being so based off emotional. And yes, we are emotional creatures, but when we're passionate about something, we're passionate. We're not always angry. Black women don't always have an attitude. Like, I don't want to be seen as the angry black woman all the time, but don't do nothing to make me angry. How about that? Yeah, take that nugget. And we're just forces to be reckoned with. And we're going to keep pushing those stereotypes, those lies that want to be pushed upon women. We are way more than just our looks. We are way more than just our size and our bodies. We are CEOs, we are entrepreneurs, doctors, lawyers, teachers, clerks, managers, pastors, leaders. We are all of these things. And I know they say it's a man world, and what would it be without but it wouldn't be nothing without a woman or a girl. And that's period, okay? Nothing, okay? Nothing, my friends. Nothing. So shout out to all the ladies in the place with style and grace. Shout out to y'all. Keep being that fire, that flame that the world needs. Set your standards. Make your own lanes. If you don't have a seat at the table, create your own table and pull up chairs for other women. Just be great because it's inside of us. Like, our superpower is being a woman, you know? And that's on Now Behold the Lamb, the precious Lamb of God, born into sin that I may live again, the precious Lamb of God. Kirk Franklin, GP, are you with me? Okay, girl. So, go listen to the podcast of this episode. Watch women work. Okay? Watch us work. And tell a friend, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am trying to do more content. I hope to do more content. And I like this YouTube space because I get to talk and y'all get to see me and I get to play or whatever. And yes, so go forth, sis, and be great, okay? And as you should, queen. As you should. Your crown tilted up. Ooh. Adjust it. Y'all be easy. Y'all be safe. Wash your hands. Wear your mask. I don't care what your governor said. Or your mayor. Wear your mask, sis. Okay? This pancetta pepperoni pizza that we're in is still baking at 350 degrees. Okay? See ya.